Hello, welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, in a very different surrounding. That's because I am on my honeymoon. I did forget that when I said that I'd still be doing daily videos and everything next week or this week. So that's why it's a bit different. But obviously everything's just happened with Aaron Rodgers. I just could not say anything about it. I think everyone sort of knows what the impact is of Aaron Rodgers with the Jets moving forward in the immediate. Now, if you want to talk about the points I've been making about with Joe Burrow, Nick Bosa, all these other key players that, one game could potentially go on and impact them moving forward. When it comes to the Jets and the AFC East, given how things could go on, this might well drop them down to fourth in the AFC East. If the Patriots can get their act together. I think everyone knows all that stuff about the Jets and how bad they are with Zach Wilson and everything. My main concern about this, or at least my concern, as my wife slams the door, she's rather annoyed at me having to take a break from our honeymoon to do this. But the interesting thing is obviously the trade with the Packers that happened during the offseason and what the impact of this is going to be. If you remember, if for those of you who don't remember, part of the deal was that if Aaron Rodgers played 65% of the snaps, offensive snaps for the New York Jets this season, then one of the Jets picks or that they sent to the Packers would be upgraded from a 2 to a 1. Now, obviously, it is far too early to decipher exactly what the injury is. Adam Schefter at halftime talking about it could be an Achilles, which is the worst case scenario. Someone mentioned it could be a high ankle sprain, which would be not as bad. But again, going back to what I was saying earlier, if it takes him out for 5 games or whatever, those games, especially given how hard the Jets start to the season is, could very well could end their season before Aaron Rodgers even gets a chance to come back. But obviously the main thing about this is if this keeps him out for X amount of time that he misses, 35.1% of the snaps for the Jets this season, that this is effectively going to have a big impact on not only the Jets, the Jets this season, but obviously the Packers moving forward. They probably made that trade thinking, oh, Aaron Rodgers, he's been, whilst he's had his injury problems, but given how things are, he's going to play 65% of the snaps, barring any big injuries. Lo and behold, 4 plays in, he gets a big injury. So if I was a Packers fan, whilst I may have washed my hands of what had gone on with Aaron Rodgers and said, oh, he's not not my issue anymore, this is something that I would really, really be paying attention to, because if this is something that keeps him out for 5 or 6 weeks, not only does it ruin the Jets season, it might well ruin, or not necessarily ruin, but have a big impact on what the Green Bay Packers are going to be able to do moving forward. Because if they drop, they were banking on a number 1 pick next year, and now it's going to be a number 2, that completely changes the way that the way the franchise can go. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think down below.